Some might say we are the Twin Towers of comedy.
Just Duncan and Robinson.
Yeah, dude. The dynamic duo.
Mary-Kate and Smashley.
Ike and Tina Turner podcast. Officially the fattest podcast in San Antonio. DuderManHomieBro.
The Outcast of Podcast.
The Outcast of Podcast, dude. Yeah, man, this is what it is. What's up, everybody? Thank you for checking out the DuderManHomieBro podcast. DMHB.
Yeah.
Back at it.
We're in the 60s, boy.
Yeah.
60
Pat,
episodes?
Christopher, Scott. Yeah, we're in the 60s.
Nice.
In the 60s. We're getting those numbers up. We're getting the numbers up.
We got a repeat offender.
Third time.
Third time.
3P, baby.
Yeah, can't
3P.
stay away.
3P, what's up? I'm here auditioning for the role of homie. I heard there was a position open.
That's what people think, but nah. Nah, that's cool, man. JAVI Luna in the building, man. In town, in San Antonio. San Antonio got love for you, man.
Yeah,
San Antonio,
I love,
You know he lived here?
And I got love for San Antonio. Yeah, right down the corner from here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I used to live right off of. I went to St. Mary's. So,
Oh, that's right. I knew that about you. Yeah.
So I rented a house right over here off Babcock and South Point with an Indian dude.
Yeah.
A transgender boy lady. And some like
You're checking off a lot of boxes.
and some dude from a trailer park.
Yeah.
North of Austin.
How'd you make
shit.
that? How'd you meet them?
We all lived in the same dorm at St. Mary's.
Oh,
and we didn't
okay.
want to live in the dorm the next year. And we were like, if we all went in 4 ways on, we could probably get a pretty nice house.
Did
And
you
we
fuck with
did.
them during the year?
So
The first year.
So the Indian guy was my roommate freshman and sophomore year.
Okay.
Like we got put together freshman year. He became an assistant RA our sophomore year. So I got to be his roommate. He got to have a roommate of his choice.
Uh-huh.
So I lived in a freshman dorm my sophomore year,
Nice.
which is nice. And then we met those two dudes, and they lived there on the same floor as us, and we were like, let's get a house together. And then one dude was never had rent money.
Yeah.
The other one was put a padlock on his door because he was secretly trans and didn't want us to know. He wasn't out when we moved into the house.
Oh man, he transitioned before. You met him. You met both of them.
Yeah, I met him as this little skinny ass little anime looking nerd
Yeah.
boy. He used to go in the quad late at night and dance with the neon light
That's his expression.
Like the raver
Oh,
shit.
wow.
And he used to ride a razor scooter
Wow.
around, and he had a practice katana.
A practice katana.
Yeah. So I was not prepared for this kid to One day, I had my girl back home in Corpus at the time, so I used to go home on the weekend a lot.
Yeah.
I'm there chilling. I get this text message. First of all, this is back in the day where it's still 10 cents a text message.
Yeah.
So I'm pissed off because I'm getting a text message, right, a little bit. And I'm like, we need to have a house meeting. Can we have a house meeting at 4 o'clock today? I'm like, fuck, that means I got to leave early, right? So I peace out my girl. I said, I got to get home. I don't know what this house meeting's about. We sit down. He goes, so I need y'all to let y'all know why I put the lock on my door. I've been living this life. And I'm just there kind of pissed off because I'm like,
Where's the fucking rent?
yeah, basically. That's exactly what I told him. I was like, hey, man, does any of this affect your ability to pay rent?
Yeah.
What the fuck? This could have been an email, bitch.
Yeah, dude. And what's funny is he found it necessary to put all those locks. If he's transitioning to a werewolf.
Werewolf is so fucking crazy.
Because what he was telling us is that's what he would do. In the comfort of his room, he would
dress up
as a female.
Yeah.
And didn't want to accidentally. I was just gonna walk in your room anyway. A fucking dick, right? What kind of asshole would do that?
Is he still around? Is she still around?
I hope so. I mean, I haven't kept in touch with them. Their main concern was that we went to, of course, a Catholic university. But as far as Catholic universities go,
that's right.
St. Mary's is pretty progressive, right?
Yeah.
But in his mind, he built it up like it was going to be this. He's preparing to start. Sorry, they were starting to. So don't cancel me, please.
It's hard. It's hard.
It's hard. I'm not doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
Okay?
Pronouns are a motherfucker.
But she was going to start presenting as female publicly, and she didn't know if this was going to become
the squad needed to know first.
Right. In their mind, it was gonna become controversial.
Yeah.
It was gonna be a thing, and
Nobody cared. They're just like, whatever.
no one gave rats.
Dude, they built it up so big for that
one-
little payoff.
And I think it bothered them a little bit. Like, if I'm being honest, like outsider perspective,
Yeah.
like I think it kind of pissed them off that
It would have.
like people did, because like I think he kind of got some like second glances, like there's a little dude that sat there last week, and now he already had like long hair, so it was like no facial hair, like he was a very thin dude, so it just looked like a skinny girl. I mean, like if you didn't know him, like and he was still into that whole anime.
What do they have to do?
world.
Like, do they have to like update, like reapply to the college? Or
That's the other name?
What about the lease? Like, hey, where's the money? Hey, John signed the lease. Sarah didn't sign no lease, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I think legally. I mean, if they start changing their name legally or whatever.
Yeah.
Like then, I'm sure they have to.
There's a whole file of paperwork.
Is that part of it? Do they have to like change everything legally?
I don't know. Have y'all had a trans?
Should we look into this?
No, I mean like I know them, but like there's there's like some questions I don't ask.
I actually have a friend that's a trans advocate here.
Yeah,
in San Antonio.
I'm all for it. I just want to know like like are you doing like?
Okay, I'm sure she could answer, and she's not trans herself.
Yeah,
but she has a son that transitioned
Yeah.
male to female,
Uh-huh.
female to male. Sorry.
But I don't want to be like, well, did you file the paperwork?
Yeah.
Before you ask me to identify as whatever.
I know that fact that her son did have to go to court, like went to court to petition a judge.
Yeah.
No shit. Does the credit score
It's
wash?
a process. What's that?
Does the credit score wash?
No. Like you have that stays with you, but it just
Damn.
You have to file. That's why you have to go through a court to. Yeah, you don't like. Just the name dies, not your,
Yeah.
not your history.
You don't
not your
immediately get an
criminal
850
record,
score.
Like catch me if you can type of shit.
It's really not a way to hide from your past.
Well, then never mind, then, dude.
Fuck. Permanently. I mean, maybe just from the public eye, like people are like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I used to know a guy named Chris that kind of looked like you.
But as soon as they go to like get a new job, they're always going to be known as a girl.
Yeah, I'd imagine that there's probably.
They just switch it.
Yeah.
Those high, my bad.
We're just all just speculating.
Yeah, none of us has any like idea what this is.
I'm sure this is what they experience.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's a pressure for them to just go somewhere and restart, right?
Yeah.
No one kind of.
I'm about the
With this
logistics.
protection.
Yeah, I'm about the logistics of it. But
Anyways, I lived with those fuckers.
yeah.
Used to go to the China Star right here.
Oh yeah, man.
Fucking cheap-ass
I think it
Chinese
just
food.
closed.
Really?
I
Yeah.
just saw it on TikTok recently.
I
was all
think it
excited.
did.
I was like, I've been there.
What's wild about the Chinese food? I'm pretty sure it's not just San Antonio, but like the best food comes out of like the sketchiest places.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Like
You
it's
gotta be
sketchy
a
as
little
hell.
scared.
I think I took Alex there for his birthday.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, it's like authentic Chinese food. I was like, Alex, what part of China does the nugget originate from?
No, yeah.
I used to go to the Shisha Cafe up here on Babcock.
Uh
Go
huh.
smoke the hookah up there.
Uh huh.
Man, yeah. San Antonio was my spot. I lived around here, man.
You've seen more shit around here than I have.
Like 20 years, but it was a long time ago too. Like shit's changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So drastically.
I remember this is pretty bad. Like I was a little baby racist. We went to my aunt and uncle took me to like their friend's house who happened to be Asian, right?
Happened to be.
Well, happened to be Asian, and they were having a barbecue or whatever, cookout, whatever, all this stuff. And so like they're like, oh, it's time to eat, and I was like, I'm sorry, I don't eat Chinese food. they're like, it's burgers and hot dogs. I was like, but what kind of burgers?
What animal?
Yeah, I was on sketch. I embarrassed the shit, but I was a kid. I was
How
like,
old are you?
Out of the.
I had to be like elementary school. I know that for sure.
And you did like Asian
I was like, I
food?
don't eat Chinese food. I love Chinese food now, so I'm progressed. But like I embarrassed them. Like they're
So did you?
What if
eat
you
those?
bowed?
You ate the burgers and hot dogs.
No, I didn't eat.
You didn't eat?
I still didn't eat because then I felt I knew at that time, like, hey, I fucked up, so I'm just gonna say, well, I'm not feeling well, you know, because I went from racist to like, well, look, I just don't have an appetite. All right, I don't want any of this stuff.
That is amazing.
Well, because like you gotta understand, like,
And you were you a chunky kid?
oh yeah, yeah. So
they
they
you were lying.
we know you're hungry, but like the decor of their house, they looked like a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
You know, like they had like all the.
You're saying
Koi fish?
Their house looked like Chinese restaurant? Yeah, they had a koi pond.
Yeah, well, they had a koi pond, but
Had a statue of Buddha.
they had like all those kind of
Everything has Bartek still on it, so you can pay for it if you want.
all their paintings were made out of butterfly wings and shit. You know? So like, what am I supposed to think when you say dinner's ready? I was like,
Why is there a
Did the guy
dragon-
bow? He was
why
like,
is
"Thank
there
you,
a
come in,
dragon-
come in."
Why is there a dragon on the back of your dining room chair?
so I mean, like they pretty much set me up to like.
Gave you the menu with only burgers and hot dogs.
Nah, but like, yeah, and I should have like it's a barbecue. They said barbecue, you know, come along, you know. They were babysitting me, whatever. I was like, I don't like Chinese food. Like,
But still, I mean, I'm more offended. Fuck the Asian part, but like, burgers and hot dogs is not barbecue. If you invite me, don't invite me to.
That's a cookout.
That's a cookout.
yeah,
Hey man,
A barbecue's like
say
ribs,
that.
shit like
If there's
that.
gonna be burgers and dogs. That's cool. Say, hey man, we're gonna do some burgers and dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come over. Don't tell me I'm coming to a barbecue. 'Cause
So-
I'm expecting fucking barbecue. Bitch.
Yeah.
like so chicken ribs.
At the bare minimum,
Yeah,
right?
Dominoes.
I don't know.
You know, playing dominoes
I mean,
in the front.
I'm from South Texas.
yeah,
All right, so it's brisket or nothing, man.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, they weren't from here, so they were just trying their
Yeah.
best to
Yeah.
assimilate. You know, like-
Damn.
but yeah,
That's cold. Like,
do,
yo,
yeah.
I don't eat Chinese food.
It was record scratch stop. You know, like I don't eat Chinese food. What the fuck does this little racist say? Shit.
Racism is
It's acceptable.
it is, but it cuts a little deeper because it comes from a place of very much honesty.
Yeah, very honest, very innocent. I mean, still based out of like ignorance,
Yeah.
for sure. And that's what racism is, ignorance. But like, dude, I remember, I'm going all over the place. I remember the first time I saw the Metallica 1 video, and they have a little baby dressed up in a Ku Klux Klan outfit. And I went, oh, that's cute. And my sister's like, it's not cute. That's a racist get up.
No, but it's like, it's cute. You
I was
know?
like, but it's a tiny one. I didn't know they make them in tiny sizes.
I mean, is the Klan so bad? Or are they just the victim of bad marketing?
Yeah.
You know, if they just had a better PR person than David Duke and said, "Hey, look, we're just Americans. That we have a certain belief system."
Yeah.
and-
We like to gather. We have a dress code.
yeah.
Dog,
That's
they
all it is.
promoted in my mother's neighborhood.
Really?
And where my parents live in shirts.
Yeah.
They put flyers on everyone's door
Really?
asking if you wanted to join.
Yeah,
I mean, I was probably like 20, 23.
Yeah.
And that's when I saw it.
the recruiting efforts, man. I heard they
We need boots on the ground.
I heard they had to relax like their recruiting efforts at one point in time.
Yeah.
They had to start,
I would think they would.
Letting Mexicans in.
well,
We're getting outnumbered too much.
like different white, like the dingy whites,
Dingy whites.
you know, like
Yeah.
the Irish. I mean, don't tell you themselves. I mean, they didn't have it all that great for a long period of time. I mean,
Yeah.
they're-
There's a comic that did a joke yesterday. He's like, yeah,
probably
so
a couple Italians in there somewhere.
he said
All right, I draw the line.
he's by race or biracial. He's white and Irish. And I didn't get it, but the crowd fucking died. I was like, "What? They're both whites, no?" And I was like, "I don't read."
Just
so
recently, just in our lifetime. But
Yeah. I
you
thought it was the same
go back
thing.
To like gangs in New York shit.
yeah,
When you think of like Irish people, I think of like just red hair and like sloppy. Like they just want to fight.
yeah,
That's all I think of.
Yeah, they are. They're the Mexicans of Europe.
I mean, the first one I knew of was the Fighting Irish. You know, that's
Yeah.
when.
Oh
The
shit!
Irish
Yeah,
Mexican connection is strong.
Yeah,
You know.
Canelo.
Yeah. Well, you know, there's and I'm gonna fuck up the history of it, and you know, if y'all have history nerds that listen, they'll be like, "You fucking it up."
probably not.
But there's a history of Irish that migrated to Mexico and actually helped to fight one of the Mexican wars. I don't remember if it was Spain or France or one of them, but fought on the Mexican side. So the
A lot?
the Irish, yeah, like a lot of them.
No shit.
Yeah. Yeah, they were actually brought as, if I remember correctly, they were actually brought like kind of as mercenaries to Mexico to like enforce someone, and then they like flipped. They were like nah, like the Mexicans are like chill, bro. Like we're gonna fight with them. Like, yeah. So like the Mexicans, the Alemanes are like they're revered in.
No shit.
In Mexico,
Yeah. So because the Mexicans were like cooler to hang out with, they're like, nah, we're with them.
They're better to drink with.
Yeah, they like the same shit that we like. You know?
They're like our
They fight
speed.
inside, they drink. Like,
Yeah,
they're
man.
about it, man.
That's cool, dude.
Yeah,
Shit.
respect, man.
How did we get on that? I don't know. Racist?
I have a question.
Yeah.
It's for both of y'all
right.
because y'all are both married.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right. Y'all are at bars with your respective others.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Significant others?
Yes,
Okay.
them. A hottie comes up and makes out with you.
Well, what? But
Now listen,
It's out with me?
yeah, but it's for money. She's good. You have to do it in front of your wife.
Uh-huh.
I think 1,000 is too low, but we'll start at like 5. Would you do it for $5,000? You can't tell your wife till you get the money.
Okay. So she
Do you feel what I'm saying?
She wouldn't know.
So, but she's gonna see it and like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
wait, do I know that money's involved?
You and her know. You and
Yeah.
and the stranger that you're gonna kiss know,
But I have to do it in front of my wife.
and she can't
Without
know
her
until you
knowing
get the money.
deal until after the fact. Are you gonna?
I don't know, man.
10,000.
Do you trust your ability to explain this to her and get her to calm the fuck down?
Look, I would have done it for 1,000. Because money is money, you know.
Sure.
I don't. The thing with the wife, and it all depends. Has she been drinking?
Yeah, you're at a bar.
Well, that adds a different.
Let's throw in 115
But I mean, like,
wherever you would be at that time on the alcohol consumption level.
oh, I see. I mean, 5,000 for sure. I'm gonna lose that fight. It's gonna be a long fight. It's gonna be a
Do
long.
you give her
fight.
3 and take 2?
I don't. Is she with her? It's not even about money. She's like, you. This is what you do in front of me. What do you do when I'm not there? Like that's gonna be her.
Damn.
It's not about the money.
Say, well, mama don't know, don't hurt her.
Yeah.
I'd take it.
For 1,000 or 5,000?
Either, because I know I'm winning that fight.
Yeah.
Because my wife knows I ain't got $1,000.
Yeah.
So she's gonna believe that story. Like I'm like, hey, look at this $1,000.
No, she's gonna be right. She's gonna see it. She's right there. She's next to you.
She's like, hey, look.
Okay. So like, okay, it happens, and then they go like, "Punk your own candy camera," or whatever the fuck, or they just do that, leave, and then they cash app you the $1,000 or something.
No, it's cash.
Cash.
So it's like,
Okay.
all right, so you kiss, get it, right? Basically, you have enough time to be like, all right, I'm gonna look at my wife now, chug it.
How long of a kiss?
He said
20
make out.
seconds.
He said make out.
Tongue,
Yeah.
tongues touch.
20 seconds. That's a
Post
long.
COVID.
Post COVID.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just see my wife like she's like, I don't give a fuck about the money.
It would have to
dude."
be like, what about if it was like life changing, 50?
Nah, bro.
Do you think she'd still be like, what
It's
the
still,
fuck?
it's still,
This
it's,
is how you know Pat got a little bit of money.
it's the principality of it, dude.
My wife would be like, hey, man, we got bills. Like, it's cool.
Nah, I mean,
I mean, you're really fucking yourself up for the future.
I think
You feel what I'm saying? Kind of. I mean, it's gonna be weird every time y'all go out.
but the whole thing is like my wife will like, oh well, you did you like if it was a guy,
Oh,
my wife would be like, all right, like yeah, you did, like,
I mean, that's kind of the security and beauty of being the ugly one in the relationship, bro. It's like my wife knows that like I wouldn't be making out with no one else like unless there was money involved. So there's safety in it.
yeah.
she'd be hip to the game without you saying
Like,
what's up.
Hey, what's going on?
Okay. No, my wife. How long you been married?
Yeah, so your wife thinks people want you. Yeah,
That
like,
dummy.
like, wouldn't believe. Like if mine walked in on me getting a blowjob, she'd be like, "Where's the camera?
Really?
What's going on?"
Damn. My wife would be. I hope there's no cameras. Pop, pop, pop.
That's cute, man.
Nah, she's cool. She loves it. But yeah, I don't think like she's just not cool with like the whole like she's not in on the bit
Yeah.
type of thing. Even
Lois and Aaron, tell me what y'all's price would be. And BJ.
Yeah.
And so, but with me, like I'm game for whatever. But I'm just like, damn, I'm gonna lose this fight regardless, and it's always gonna come back.
Yeah,
You
you're
know?
never gonna hear the end of it.
Yeah. Like you better not like if I leave and I get paid for a show. She's like, well, what did you do for this money? Like no, I told some jokes. She's like, I've seen you before. What'd you do for this money? Yeah, dude, like
With whose tongue did you tell those jokes?
yeah. So I don't know, man. That's tough. I like the wife has to be in on it before it happens. She doesn't like surprises. We're
Takes the fun out of the game.
we're both not
Yeah.
fans. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Otherwise, you're just openly cheating, and she's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Then your wife just becomes your pimp at that point.
yeah.
Go, honey, make a lap.
Damn, switch it though.
Come on, fancy, don't let me down.
Could you see your wife make out with a dude and then like be like cool with just the money, $1,000?
I mean, 1,000.
Right? It changes things. Like 1,000 for me, I'm like, hey, we need money, but like 1,000.
But that's just the patriarchy kind of.
Yeah,
Like, let me watch Barbie a few more times. I might be all right.
I think. Like for me, I would have to think like 1,000 be fine. I'll be all game. But if she did that for 1,000, I was like, what the fuck?
You're so dirty. How dare you?
If she did it for 5,000, I'd be like, high five.
Yeah. I mean,
So anything above 5 is cherry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it makes a difference.
That's, I mean,
Yeah,
you just
give me
paid what,
something
3
to
months?
buy, shit. I can pay off probably my older car.
Yeah.
5,
Yeah.
You have a credit card or two, Yeah, you can do something with 5.
Yeah, 1,000. We're just like, okay,
1,000,
so we're gonna
that's a
eat. We're gonna
weekend.
eat good.
Yeah,
and
that's a fun weekend.
Yeah.
That's it, done. Gone.
Damn.
yeah, it changes things. But yeah.
But my price would be, if I had a wife, my price would be a lot more.
Really?
For making out?
To watch her.
Oh, to watch.
Yeah. Like me, I'd be like $100. Her, I'd be like minimum 4 zeros.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking the change.
Yeah. Yeah, it's different. It's different when girls do it. When girls do stuff for
Yeah.
money, it's like
I think that's a good conversation to have. Because I'm sure most wives, their numbers are much lower.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like than the other way. Like I think my wife would probably say 100's cool.
Yeah.
like that's good. Like we can go to Applebee's, get a couple appetizers,
Squat up.
get a couple rounds of margs. That's a decent little date night there for a bill, man. But
And then you have a laugh about it. You have a story.
yeah, you got a story to tell. Like she'd be okay, but me, I'm like, nah. I want to pay off a credit card.
Yeah.
For that pride, for me having to live with that shame for the rest of my life.
It's
Yeah.
gonna take a lot of margs.
Yeah, take a lot.
A shit ton, dude. A lot of what is it?
Yeah.
Delta 8,
But
whatever.
it all just comes back because our society has trained us to think of women as property,
Yeah.
as men.
It's not our fault.
Right.
This is what was we were born into.
You
this.
did this.
Right.
Yeah.
We were born into this stuff.
We are just
Conditioned.
products of our conditioning.
Yeah, man. It's hard to change too. Like once it's a learned thing, and
Yeah,
like
we
it's
don't
just hard
wanna-
to.
We don't want to be like this.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to be the bad guy.
We are victims of the patriarchy too.
Yeah,
Okay?
toxic masculinity is hereditary. I was born into this.
I hate being a man sometimes.
It does suck, man. But
I mean-
also, it's a lot of fun.
I mean, perks.
There's so many perks, dude.
Right?
Like,
What am I gonna do? Not take them?
yeah, I'd be stupid.
That's dumb. Now,
Yeah.
now we're both getting underpaid like that. It's dumb.
Yeah, dude. Now we're both making out with dudes for money. Nah, for sure. But damn, dude.
Don't love
DuderManHomieBro.
ain't got no love for
DuderManHomieBro.
y'all. Don't love us. Y'all don't love us. Well, let it be known then.
So you just came back from Colorado. You were doing a comedy festival out there,
Dude,
right?
I was in Colorado for 10 entire
Damn.
days total in September. I was there for a third of the month.
Really?
Because it just so happened I had booked this. I just got back most recently from doing this comedy festival in Colorado. My first time headlining a comedy festival.
Dope.
Congrats, bro.
Thank you. And really, my first time really doing headline shows out of Texas that consistently. And they had booked me back sometime like in April or something like that. And then my schedule for Chingo didn't come out till after the fact, and I realized like, oh shit, you're in Denver the same month I'm supposed to be in Denver. Worked out like 2 weeks apart.
Oh, okay.
So I literally, like, we were there like the 13th to the 15th or something like that with Chingo, and I got back, and 11 days later I had to fly back. And
Dang,
I was out there for
dude.
6 days.
Yeah.
There was a string of shows, and it's I'm still coming down from.
Oh, that's
from it.
fucking sick, dude.
Literally, man.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
it's-
How's the audience up there for
Out
like the? Do they get like the Texas humor, the Mexican humor?
I get asked that question a lot, but like I perform for the audience in front of me, so I don't ever feel a difference. I mean, because I've been on the road for the last 8 years.
Yeah, you mix it up
Chingo,
a lot.
2 years before that with like I performed everywhere from Portland, Oregon, and Seattle, Washington,
Mad White
over
cities.
over to Nashville, Toledo, Ohio, Cincinnati.
yeah.
And even though yes, our audiences are largely Hispanic, I've also done a lot of like wineries and breweries, in Fort Smith, Arkansas, and whatever. So I don't feel a difference. Your material should have some universality to it. Even if you
Yeah.
have regional references, you just take them out, or you explain them a little bit. I don't walk in scared
Yeah.
of an audience because we're not from the same place. You got to just find the common ground kind of thing.
Yeah, when I saw that you were doing that festival, what was Vatos Locos Festival, or what was it called?
Yeah, so it's Colorado's first bilingual comedy festival. That's how they build it as. Right. So it was founded by this guy named Ricky Ramos, very
No
funny
relation.
comic. Yeah, no relation. And he kind of course, yes, Denver is primarily white.
Yeah.
Whatever, but one thing traveling around there's a Latino population literally.
Yeah.
Everywhere, and he found that there was some underrepresentation as far as Latino comics out there, and he was reached out to by this venue, this brewery, kind of Latino-owned brewery kind of thing. They're all about the culture. The same weekend we were there, they were hosting a beer festival that was all Latino-owned breweries
Oh shit.
around the country, and they wanted a Spanish comedy night, and they didn't know who to turn to. They turned to this guy, so he kind of helped to put it together, and it turned into this really popular event.
Dude, that's fucking sick.
And then he turned it into this festival. It was 4 shows in 3 different cities.
Yeah.
Over 4 different nights, and he got young up and coming Latino comics from all over the country to establish headliners to come and participate. Everyone he selected was great. I highly recommend any comics listening. Next year, look out for it. I think, like any first year event, there's learning.
For sure, yeah.
I got to see some of the behind the scenes. He's a great guy, rolling with the punches. Anyone that's ever promoted events knows there's hiccups that are gonna arise. It's how you manage and deal with them.
The first one has to be the toughest one,
And
man.
from what I've seen, I'm willing to say publicly, it'll probably be one of the premier Latino comedy festivals in the country within
Fuck
the next
yeah.
handful of years.
Dope,
so,
dude.
So getting on the ground floor, man.
Show love early before it's too late, before it's too big.
Exactly.
That adds something to it. Like you got to headline the
You did the first one.
First
festival.
one, man, in the history books.
That's pretty awesome, dude.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who's second. Nobody cares.
No, yeah.
No,
But
yeah.
I did the first fucking one.
Exactly.
That's sick, bro.
Exactly. And that came off the heels, like, it wasn't like because I'm blowing up. It's literally just because they saw the special that I put out,
Oh yeah.
liked it, dug it, and felt like I guess represented what they were trying to capture in their.
That's
their
dope,
event,
dude.
man.
You do bilingual comedy? Can you do Spanish show? Oh, okay.
No, like I mean, I speak Spanish well enough. Like if you dropped me off in Mexico, like
Conversationally, yeah.
I could survive. I could get my way back. I'm not gonna have a great time.
Yeah.
Of it, but I'll manage. Do I? It's a lot of Spanglish. I grew up. I might throw a word in too here or there.
Yeah.
If it fits, especially if I'm in front of a Latino dominant audience and I think they're gonna get.
They'll understand
They're
it.
gonna understand it. I'll throw it in.
Mm-hmm.
If not, I don't. So it worked. But he had some stuff, dude. Oddly enough, there's a couple comics and I hate that I can't fucking recall their name right off the bat. There's a couple white comics on there that basically translated their entire set word for word.
How did it
Really?
translate?
It went up. Well, that was kind of became the joke within it,
Yeah.
right? Because the translations were like a little off.
So yeah, words aren't 100% with each other.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Eesh.
Yeah.
Damn, that's gonna be tough as fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. So like he did some of the little like some of the little segues that become staple in that. Like he, instead of doing so I'm single.
Yeah.
So estoy solo. muy solo. Like, but with the same delivery, but in Spanish. So it kind of became the. And then
Muy, muy.
every time you kept waiting for him to kind of like stop, like, okay, where's the bit? Like he kind of took it. He kept going.
Oh,
You're
wow.
gonna do the whole set like this. Like,
Wow, dude.
Fuck.
That's crazy. And I guess it's like, kind of like my ignorance and stuff, because when I saw that, I was like, Colorado has a Latino festival. I think Chicago just did their first Latina festival.
They just did one, yeah.
I was like, man, I didn't even think we get down like that stuff. Like first, like Chicago and like Colorado.
Chicago has a huge.
Dude, the Latin King started there.
When I tell you that there's a Latino population, there's a Mexican population.
Yeah, I mean, I know Mexicans are everywhere. Yeah,
There's Mexicans everywhere. They're not always in the town that you go to where the club's at.
yeah.
But
Oh,
they're-
like surrounding areas.
But they're somewhere around there, right? Like if you go to Orlando, there's no Mexicans there. They live in Homestead. But they'll drive in, like Chingo. We go to Orlando. They'll drive in from that town to go there.
Yeah.
Chicago's kind of the opposite, right? If you go do the improv in Chicago, it's actually in Schaumburg, right, which is a suburb. A lot of the improvs are in the outskirts and
Yeah.
the burbs, but the Mexicans are living in Chicago, so
Yeah.
it's kind of the opposite. They're
Yeah.
driving from the city in.
Well, I guess as long as they track.
Yeah.
Fuck
They
yeah.
track. They drive in. They appreciate and
Yeah.
Doc,
show up, man.
Let me all right. You did the first show is 7 to 9:30. Second show is what, 10 to 11:30. Call it whatever. What are you doing after that? Are you going straight to the room, or are you like partying bullshit a little bit?
Nah, I mean, if anything, I'll chop it up with the comics. If
Yeah.
someone wants to go grab a bite to eat. I'm not a party guy. I did my. I mean, if someone wants to smoke something,
Hell yeah.
let's do that.
CBD.
Yeah.
CBD only.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
That's Scott's vape shop.
Absolutely. If they want to smoke CBD, let's do that. Let's talk. Last night I went out to the spot here. Went out to the Tiger.
Yeah.
Afterwards, if I'm somewhere where like that, pretty much that's it. Like
Like
if
a
you,
comic hang.
if you dangle a spot in front of me, like I was in Fort Worth recently, and the dude I gave a guest spot, he's like, "Well, there's another spot in Dallas. If you want to go over, they'll give you time." I was like, "Yeah, sure."
Fuck yeah.
I'm a whore for a microphone.
Yeah, for sure.
Like we all are, So.
Hell yeah. I don't know.
Y'all guys are still, y'all like to party. Like y'all.
No,
like
I'm the only one
that,
really.
That part of it.
I
That's a
don't,
few beers. Like
yeah, I don't drink and drive,
Yeah.
but I Uber a lot.
Yeah.
But I like to drink a lot. But it's just like I try not to drink. Like I drink more when I'm not busy. So when I don't have like shows and stuff, because like my hangovers they'll last like all day and shit,
I'm sorry.
So I have a show tonight, so I didn't drink that hard last night. But like if I didn't have a show, like I'd be fucking.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course, like tonight, we have an after party scheduled. So
Oh hell yeah, dude.
that's something that I don't have to attend, but he has to attend. And,
Yeah.
And that's my boy, so I'm not gonna let.
Then might as well
just
enjoy
go
the party,
somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll go. We'll enjoy ourselves, but it's very much like, oh, how long do we have to be here? Like, 'cause
Yeah.
he himself, he's
Oh,
he's
yeah.
ready
Yeah.
to go.
It's like I'm kind of ready, like kind of done, ready to go at like 1.
Right. Especially these days, man. People are just crazy out there.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, we had 2 years without like the party, so now like everybody's like thinks like we're never gonna party
Everything
again.
get those 2 years
Gotta
back.
get it back in.
People
You
don't
know.
know how to act, bro.
No, people don't know how to.
Yeah, I'm part of the
act.
problem.
Are
Yeah.
you?
I can be.
Yeah.
If I have too many Coronas, yeah,
Are you one of those guys that like when like
I'll still shit for sure.
oh but you're not like I don't like the way that guy looked at me.
Oh no, I'm not really.
Oh, okay.
I'm not really a violent type. I guess. I hope.
I haven't seen it
Sometimes.
yet. I haven't seen it yet. Yeah.
Have you ever been accused of quote unquote mad dogging somebody?
No, because I'm always too jolly, bro. I'm always laughing.
Yeah,
too.
you
I'm
got a
always,
smile on
I'm
your
always
face.
laughing.
Okay.
I mean, I've gotten confused. Like, were you talking shit about me? I'm like, dude, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
I've gotten that a few times, but they're all right. They just walk off.
Like, nah, dude, we're playing. You know, it's not really trying to start a fight with you. I thought we were
'Cause
just hanging.
You're a
and shit.
fucking good sized dude. So
Yeah.
like, I'm a lot of times like, fucking, you're the biggest guy in the room.
Yeah.
Sometimes like especially like the little fucking short dude feels something with the Napoleon complex. Feel like they gotta
But if
Yeah.
you approach
they gotta
me,
check you.
I can get you on my side pretty quick if you approach me.
Okay.
Like, and then we'll end up having beers together.
You have conflict resolution
Yeah.
skills.
And then, next thing you know, we're in the bathroom doing bumps off keys.
Okay.
We're all each other's best friends now. You know, we're sharing
There
each
you
other's
go.
little
Yeah,
baggies.
I got friends like that. They're like, man, I just can't go anywhere. Like, why? It goes because I just got this face that like dudes want to fight. Like, just I walk into a room and
He looks like an asshole.
and usually I find it's either like really fucking in good shape, fucking big dudes,
Yeah.
or like really good looking guy. Like I got one friend, like he's just a good looking dude. So it's like, oh yeah, probably because his chick
bit-
looked at you a
his-
little
yeah.
too long.
Yeah.
And now his patriarchy. Now his feelings are hurt. And
They did this
and-
to
and
us.
now he's got to fight you, bro. You see, we are victims too. Is all
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like this is
It's
the
tough.
message I'm trying to hammer home.
Dude, I don't think I'd ever fight in front of my girl.
It's hard.
Bro, if I took that L,
Yeah. I mean, it all depends on how she thinks about it. You know, like if I
if I got jumped, I'd be like, yeah, but there was like fucking 4 of them.
Yeah.
But if it's a 1-on-1 and I'm just snoring because I got knocked out,
nah.
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Like, fight for? Like, I'm not gonna fight for her affection, right?
no. I'm
no,
saying
yeah,
just
yeah.
fight in front of her.
In front of her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But in my head, I immediately, if I lose, we're over. We're completely over.
Yeah.
I was like, shit.
You wouldn't be
Because
able to-
you
wouldn't
say
be-
so,
you
or
wouldn't
because-
be able to look her in the eye?
Yeah, I would be able to. That embarrassment went way above me for so long.
Really, man.
Fuck yeah.
It's different once you find love. Once you're in love, like if I got my ass beaten for my wife, like I don't think she would love me less. She wouldn't be surprised.
That's really that's like if men ask the type of questions that the women ask, those questions they like to ask on the couch,
Yeah.
as you're trying to relax.
Yeah.
If you're like, babe, if I got my ass kicked, would you still love me?
Yeah.
And that's how you know you found the one, bro. If she says yes, like
I mean, but I don't trust whatever she's gonna say anyway.
Yeah. My wife asks these questions like I always think she's trying to like bait me into a fight.
yeah, she is.
Because we were
She's
watching.
got ulterior motives.
We were watching Grey's Anatomy. We always watch Grey's Anatomy. It stresses me out. It calms her down. It's so wild. Like, it's so gross, the gore, and they show all this. Anyway.
Is it fucked up?
Yeah, man. They show a lot.
never
Well,
seen
I
it.
like the storylines. I get invested in their people's lives and the storylines and stuff. But when the surgery, like, they'll pull out a heart, like, oh, that's inside me. Shit like that. But she said, you have a headlining show. It's a big show. I have to have emergency surgery.
Oh,
What are you gonna do? And she said, I was like, I'm not answering these fucking hypothetical questions, dude. You're setting me up for a fight. Why do you want? No, it's a conversation starter.
immediately just say I take care of you and hope that we can get to the show later.
I was like,
In the real world, show first, obviously. You're not a doctor. What can you do?
exactly. I'm not a doctor. Like you.
That's how you know you still have a day job
Yeah.
because the right answer is, well, like, how much is the surgery?
What's the fucking deductible?
Bitch, I might have to do the show.
Yeah. Like, do we still have insurance? No
Yeah.
insurance. Okay, yeah. But also, like, why do you need me there? Like,
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
we both got shit to do.
Sit there, watch TikTok.
If anything, that's selfish of her. Like, you just want me to sit in a room while
And do
you're
nothing?
while you're busy doing your life. Living
You're gonna be passed out. Or
living
you
your
can do the
life and
line. As soon as they put it on, be like, all right, get
Yeah.
the fuck out, go do the show, come back.
I mean, obviously, I would do the show. I mean,
Some sitcom shit, bro.
yeah, like, yeah, dude.
Sneak out to do some Zach Morris. Like,
Yeah. That time at the freeze. But yeah, I mean, obviously I wouldn't do like a bar show. Like, I wouldn't go for a spot.
right.
But she introduced it.
What about if it's a
for-
day before a headlining show?
Yeah.
What about
You're working on the one bit.
who's your goat?
Who's my goat?
Yeah.
I like David Tell.
So David tells, "Hey Pat, I'm in San Antonio. I'm over at the Tobin.
Yeah.
Want to know if you want to come open up.
There.
Wife's having surgery.
There.
I asked GA this.
There.
I asked
I'm-
George Anthony. I was like, you gonna open up for Patrice?
Yeah.
And he said, I'll go check on my wife. He's like, but I will never forgive her for that.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, like, because the whole thing is like, yeah, you wouldn't forgive her for that, but like, also she doesn't understand how important that. Like, she gets it's important, but like, she doesn't really understand how
Yours
important.
The
does.
level.
Mine does.
Yeah.
Like mine does. Like. But see, but that's the beauty of finding the one after you've already been in. Like, I found my second wife. Right. Like my first one, she didn't have a choice. We were already married. I started doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But this one, like, she knew what time it was when she signed up. Like,
Yeah.
Like, you know, me and Chingo says that about his wife too. Hey, you knew what it was.
Before you, I was part of this before you
Right.
came in.
So I feel like she gets it a little bit more. Like, she understands like how, like, this is my life. This is what I do. How she knows who's important to me and who's not. So I think she would get. I mean, unless it was like, you know, heart surgery, brain surgery, like something. Birth. Yeah. But if it's like, you know, oh, I got a hernia. It's like, oh.
The levels of importance. I love it.
Can your mom be there?
Yeah.
And
Do you need a ride or
text me when it's over, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know, man, but I guess stuff like that, like you're leaving for a tour or whatever, and I'm having surgery. I was like, why do you ask these questions, dude? Are you sick? What'd your doctor say? You know, like,
Did you go to the doctor today?
dog? From now on, I'd stay with you.
of course, I got to say that because like I just like I don't like. Well, she knew that I had to think about it because I didn't want to answer the question. I was like, I don't like hypotheticals. You're just trying to start a fight, you know.
Yeah.
Would a real fight pop off? If you were like, tour. Question tour.
No, I mean not a real fight, but a play fight that could turn into a real fight.
Oh, until
It
she,
could
until she
happen.
stings the right way.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Like she'll just jab like playfully, like, oh, you don't give a shit, you know, blah blah
You
blah.
go, "Stop!"
Yeah. But
Take the gloves off.
but yeah, man, it's always funny when she tries like, and she'll like, besides comedy, she'll just try to well, what do you think about this situation? In this situation, what would you do? I was like, I don't want to answer these questions because it's never like a fun type of like. It's either like, how much of an asshole are you, type of thing, and I'm just like, you're setting me up to failure. Either way, like. It's gonna be bad.
Can't win.
Yeah, I'm a bad
Can't
guy
win.
either way. But like, how bad of a guy am I and stuff? But marriage is fine. It's fine.
I recommend it for everyone.
Why'd you say it twice like that? It's like,
It's fine. It's fine.
fine. It's good.
No. And what's wild too, like all these questions come at a time where like, because I was in therapy for a while and I quit therapy. I did this thing. I did like a mental health chicken with my therapist, and I was like, I think I'm good. I'm gonna take some breaks.
Yeah.
And what I wanted him to say is like, no, you know, we still got a lot of work to do. You know, like I wanted him to fight for me, kind of thing, and he didn't. It's fine. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
But
Mine sent me home.
yeah.
I went during my divorce, and she was like, "Listen, your whatever anger you're feeling right now is completely justified.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
You're dealing with it properly. You're not abusing any substances. Like." She goes, I could recommend, like, because you're at the end of your 4 free set. I went to the employee assistance.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
And she's like, you're at the end of your 4 free systems. I mean, you could come if you really want to, but there's really no need for you to come and pay out of pocket for any more counseling.
But
That's
that's because
tight.
it was free. Yeah.
So I just took that as like, now I'm gonna ride that forever out on my mental health. Like, no, I went to therapy, and she said I was
4
cool.
free times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. She said I'm good.
But you do know she was talking about the situation that you were in at that time.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
It's kind of a blanket statement.
Bro, as men, we get complimented so far and few between. We gotta hold on. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like that one chick that told you look good one time, and like you hold that deep down in your self confidence.
Yeah.
Like for a long time, like you just remember it, you pull it out whenever you need a warm hug, mental hug. You just pull it out of your memory bank and you think about it.
Yeah. But it's funny. My therapist, ex-therapist, has been popping up on my social medias, like suggested friends and stuff.
That means she was looking for you.
But I'm just like, but it was weird too. Is like because like most of my therapists before were all female therapists. I've been through
Okay,
a few.
I thought I remember us having a conversation, but you.
Yeah, they were all female therapists except this last one, and then this last
Oh.
one like became like a homely type of thing. But he was like, "I'm your doctor," you know, like we're not friends, you know, type of shit.
Damn.
But if we ain't friends, why does he keep popping up on my social media? Suggested friends, because I've heard. I don't know if this is true. I heard that happens when somebody looks you up.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, sometimes I feel like they're just fucking with you.
Yeah.
Like my ex-wife kept popping up on my people you may know
Really?
for a while, which is dumb. Like, bitch, you know I know that hoe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
You
why
know where we come from.
Why you fucking with me, Zuckerberg? Bro, like you know,
Damn.
you know I was married to her, and it's like people you may know, and there's your fucking face. You know?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I have a few of those because for some reason, like every time I switch my phones, I can't like. I don't know where it's saved from, but all my contacts that I've had that I've collected throughout my whole life are still in my phone somehow. I've tried deleting them so many times, but they're still connected on whatever Google, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, that's the story I told my wife too.
I tried to quit them.
Babe, I deleted it. I swear I deleted
So,
it.
I have a therapy question. Is the first one always free or like? I like. All right, let's say I want him to be my therapist, but your picture shows up. So I'm like, do I get like a free one and a free one, and then I can figure out what's the vibe for me?
I never had like a free session. The only thing I had to do is because I was in between ones. He said you have to quit this other one before you start. Like I'm not. You can't double dip into therapy. Like I'm not gonna. They won't touch another person's patient. I guess.
Oh, so like
So-
ethic shit.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like, how do you pick your therapist? Like, because you're just looking at a picture.
I did mine based on location and ethnicity.
You can pick what color they
Whoa,
are.
you went racist with your
Not
therapy pick?
racist preference.
Actually, you liked Asian food on that one, right? You had an Asian one.
No. They've
Oh.
all been Mexican, Latinas.
What interesting.
Latinx.
Because I feel like they can understand my trauma a little.
Yeah, you can't talk about
Better from a
like
personal
childhood, like growing up as a child, like Mexican
Bro, I would have
family
never
to
thought
a
of
white
that.
person.
That is wild.
Nah, man. I mean, they gotta have a baseline to understand. Like,
Can you pick if they have kids?
no, that's not important to me. It's just
Or like if they're married?
if they're close to my house.
If they're within walking distance?
It's not a dating app, dude. You can't go like
Damn.
therapist, no kids, must love dogs. Like you could select certain things, but not like their lifestyle or all that stuff. But
I figure you would. I don't know.
I wonder if it would trip him out if I like sent him a friend request. But also, I think once we get to a friend request, I can't go back to him.
I was about to ask, have you ever gone back to a therapist after like trying someone else out and been like, yeah, that was.
No, I've thought about the last one. My current ex therapist, but just because like
When my last.
I've been through a few, man. My one of my exes therapist. I thought about like she was bad. She wanted me to leave my wife and stop talking to my family. Because like she's like, you have a lot of female angers towards females, and I was like, but what was wild was like the last 3 sessions that I had with her, I would leave like angry. Like just fucking pissed, and that's not how you're supposed to leave therapy. You're supposed to be like resolved and like I feel good. I'm
Just
back
fucking
to
slamming the fucking
and I was
door.
like, she's fucking right. I'm fucking. This is all. And so that was bad. And then she would always talk to me about her problems and like her relationships and stuff.
I was like, are you sure she wasn't trying to like lead you towards some like breakthrough? Like,
No, I don't know what she was mind fucking me, like pointing out all the bad things and not. The one I like about my last ex therapist, the dude ex therapist, is that like it didn't matter the other players in the life. He was focused on like, well, how are you reacting to this? How did this is how you need to handle this, all this stuff. What she did is she just validated like, well, all these people are out to get you.
Oh,
They're all
that's
bad.
Fuck.
They are the negativity in your life. And for a while, like she had me, I was like, they are all bad. They are all out to get me and all this stuff. Yeah.
She wanted some pat.
Yeah. And I joke about that. Like, I think she was trying to fuck, but
For sure,
because
dude.
She sends a friend request.
I think you need to isolate Pat, and we should move to Alaska.
yeah, dude. She's like, let's just run away. We'll save each other, type of thing.
Fuck.
But it wasn't covered on my insurance, so. But yeah, because like she had like I could join a cult easy, like, and she had me mind control type of thing, and I for a while like.
You think you could be in a cult?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm so like, just fucking take me along. Just tell me where to go, type
That's
of
funny,
thing.
'cause I think I could lead a cult.
Lead? I couldn't lead, but
I think I would be a good, like, cult leader.
yeah.
Like I've actually probably thought about this more than I care to admit publicly. Now that I've said it,
Just look at his wife like,
cause like when you look at the cults, right? Like, take away like the bad shit.
yeah.
Right, of course the pedophilia and all that. If you just took away just the sexual control, or whatever, like, it's just some hippie shit. Like, hey man, like, let's just all live in this compound together, and we're all like raising each other's kids, bro, and fuck
That's
the
too
outside
much.
world. And it's just like, hey man, and like, every day we'll get together in this room, and like, I'm just gonna like speak like some shit at y'all, man.
Yeah.
And
And then we're gonna eat.
time, and then we're gonna eat, bro. We're gonna chill, bust out. Joe's gonna bust out the guitar, bro. We're gonna,
Yeah. I've heard that like a good comedian could also be a good cult leader.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good one. Like, I'm not gonna try to fuck your wife, bro. Like, just come chill, bro. Like, it's all good.
I'd be a huge piece of shit.
Yeah, you would
That'd
be.
be a
You would? You think the
huge-
power would go to your head?
Fuck yeah.
Fucking all your wives.
Stacy, top off. Hurry up.
Yeah.
Tops off for Jesus.
Yeah.
Tops off for the Lord, please.
I've said this before. Like, if I was in power, my reign is 3 to 5 years max.
Yeah.
And it's not the government that's gonna kill me. It's my people. They're gonna
People
kill
are gonna
me.
kill you,
Yeah,
dictator.
They're gonna revolt.
like Gaddafi me and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
dude.
the revolt is quick coming for you.
Yeah, I'd be a fucking menace. I'd Scott the Terrible.
It's just
Yeah.
this.
That's how you knew fucking Castro was a fucking badass, bro. How long he survived.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shit, it's like, what was it, like from the 50s?
Yeah, bro.
All the way to the 2000s?
Yeah. I don't know. Cult leader. It just sounds stressful. It just sounds like it'll be too much.
Yeah.
In my head, you're the puppet master.
Just keep it chill, bro.
So, like, you start getting a little lippy. Hey, why don't you go to the bathroom, calm down for a
But
little
what
bit.
happens when the boat starts sinking and everybody comes to you and you're like, you've ran this, you've told us what to do. What do we do now? And you're just like, man, I'm shit out of ideas too, man. Like, it's that
That's
type
when
of.
you drink.
That's that type of stress.
Like, hey, man.
That's when you drink.
Going down together. Kumbaya, motherfucker.
I don't know. I mean, I like that idea. Like, oh yeah, we'll go down with the ship together and all this stuff. But also, I would enjoy that part of the party as a cult follower. But the cult leader, I would be stressing out. Like, oh, I gotta save all these
I was
people.
just like, hey, we don't have to kill ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, we're like, you're just.
I would need like that constant validation. Like, no, you're a great cult leader. You're doing a good job.
Like
I mean,
feeding you grapes
sure.
for the top.
yeah, sure.
You
Like,
are a great
dude.
cult.
we're all dying
Like,
like
bro.
fast.
I'd get me a fucking coffee mug said world's greatest.
World's greatest cult leader. Yeah, that's fucking good. But yeah, man, I could. Join. I'm lazy, dude. I'm very lazy. I had this thought yesterday. I as soon as I got home from the Tiger, I hit some CBD, and because I have to do that at home. Because I don't know how it's gonna.
Oh, you don't CBD before you go on stage?
I never CBD. No, I don't CBD in public, but I CBD at home.
Oh.
So I got.
That's
I
interesting.
don't even know if this makes sense, but I
Part
wrote
of the
like.
lifestyle there.
Yeah, dude. Well, I'm trying to build up my tolerance so I could say because CBD is very important as far as networking in our business type of thing.
Yeah.
I feel like people that do
It leads
that,
an intro. It does the intro for you.
it's a great icebreaker. It's a great way to just get in the circle rather than just like, hey, can I just stand here and not partake in the CBD
Yeah.
and all that stuff? But
Which I used to do for a long time.
just hang.
Yeah, when I started comedy, I was working for the state of Texas, so I wasn't partaking at all. So I was,
Yeah.
like I was just stand there and be like, I'm cool. Like,
I'm just in the convo.
yeah, just here for the conversation.
But once you did you feel like it was easier to network to get in the
Probably
circles?
there's some truth to that. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So I'm
'Cause I
trying.
mean, if you see me walking around with my CBD, and you're like, "Oh, are you about to go outside?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, dude. You trying to roll? All right, now you've already got the intro out of the way. All you got to do is say your fucking name."
That's what I'm saying.
Sold.
It makes it so much
Sold.
easier to
Yeah.
be in that lifestyle. But I'm not. But so I wrote this down. I don't know. If, I
It's
thought
also
it,
a good health choice for me too.
I thought it was very prolific. I thought it was like, oh, this is a fucking strong statement that I'm making about comedy and being a comedian and all that stuff. So I said I dig that bunch of betas hangs, like beta male hangs. Like I become trans alpha, even dabble in trans omega for a minute, you know, because I just found out that there's a beta, alpha, and omega. Did you know there was omega?
Alpha, beta, omega.
Yeah.
It sounds like lambda,
Omega,
lambda.
omega males and stuff. But like,
I've heard of sigmas.
oh, was it a sigma male now? Damn, I don't know what sigma males are. I know fucking betas. I'm a beta for the most part, but if you hang out with a bunch of betas, somebody has to turn into an alpha. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like somebody has to take control, and then omega means like they're just up another level of that. They're
It's
more,
the same thing.
More impulsive, more like or responsive, all this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you only have to go to like any underground comedy club to see that. Like, you put enough betas in a room, one of them's gonna rise to the top.
That's what I'm saying.
But
That's how I feel when I'm like get on stage. I feel like the audience are kind of like we're all like just the betas. We're all just like, you know, we're not stepping out. We're not standing out. We're just like blending
Just
into the
chilling.
crowd and stuff. And so when I'm on stage, you get this certain confidence, this certain like
That's
control
interesting.
of the room. I thought it was when I read it this morning. I was like, what the fuck was that thing?
The explanation is better than the post.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Post-
Damn, I'd never thought of it like. So maybe you are a cult leader.
But just half an hour at a time,
we
dude.
did in our cult leader development program. We do see potential.
Look at the world's second best cult leader mug.
I do have an assistant cult leader.
Yeah.
Position.
Yeah. It's
We can
on
fast track you.
the job training,
After
you know.
2 years,
Yeah, it's very hands
we
on.
get you your own cult.
Yeah, a training cult.
Yeah,
You know.
training cult.
They're plants.
I'll check in on you.
Yeah.
You know,
Team lead.
we'll have a weekly.
You're running this shit like a real corporation, dude.
We'll have a weekly call. So Pat, what are your takeaways from this past week?
Yeah.
Give me the numbers.
Give me the numbers.
Evaluation. You need to work on this. You know, we found a little mistake.
But overall, I see some real growth here.
Yeah,
I think
dude.
we're making lots of progress. And
Welcome to my family.
So maybe I could. I couldn't. I had to ramp up. I need a ramp up period to be a good cult leader type
So you
of
just need
thing.
a good opener.
Yeah. That's. I mean, I'm being realistic in my abilities. Like, I could be a cult leader eventually. It's just
yeah,
I couldn't do it today. I don't have the capabilities of doing it
Yeah.
today, type of thing. But I was like, I thought that was kind of cool. Like the alpha male when called upon, type of thing, as far as like performing.
It's like a fight or flight.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
this is the occasion, man. Biology,
yeah.
it's in us, man. We all got that dog.
We all got that dog.
We all got that dog in us. It's just.
They're just finding it.
He's just waiting to come out. Bro.
Yeah, dude. That's so funny. What? That's such a big thing with memes right now. Like that dog in you. You got that
Yeah.
dog in you. Why did
It started with the video. It started from a video.
an
Guy talking.
uptick or something?
He's just like, I got that dog in me.
Yeah, or that dog in me has been euthanized.
So some dogs been spayed.
Dude, did you saw the one with the autism? It was like, I don't have autism. I got that dog in me.
Yeah, dude. It's so funny that dog. I don't know, man. How did the special go? How is it working out for you?
It's working out great, man. Like I said, it's out there. It's doing its thing. People are finding it as they find it. And
Yeah.
they're enjoying it, and they're letting me know that they enjoy it. The favorite part from the clips did well. You know, I grew some of my social media accounts.
Yeah.
Well, and for me, it's all about slow growth, man. I'm really not looking for this like exponential growth to where like people are coming because they saw one clip. I want people to come because they've seen a good body of my work and they
Yeah.
and they're here for the show, and I feel like that's how you. I feel that's how you avoid disappointing a lot of people, and so yeah, man. I'm enjoying the process. I'm looking forward to doing another one. I think I recommend everybody to do one as soon as you feel you're ready to do so.
Did you always have that mentality that slow growth is like more beneficial than like trying to blow up fast with the
Yeah.
clips and all that stuff?
Yeah,
You always
I
had
think
that
even before, yeah, because when like even like with music and stuff, I've always looked to like people like that can have longevity over like a stellar 4 years. Like I don't know where I heard it one time, and I know I was pretty young when I heard it. That celebrity is a lot like high school. You get 4 years. 4 years to decide how popular you're gonna be, and then you just kind of coast off that
Yeah.
the rest of your life. Versus people that do it slow and like they just have a career. What helped was for me though, what solidified it was doing comedy in Texas and meeting comics that you wouldn't call them a household name, right? We know them because we're in the comedy scene,
Yeah.
and they have, and you learn that they have fans, right? But if you just went outside this apartment right now and asked somebody, "Hey, do you know
Yeah.
who Juan Verial is?"
Yeah.
Be like they're like, I think I had a science teacher.
Yeah,
The whole time, like you know what I'm saying? Like it was like, but then if you showed them a clip, they'd be like, oh yeah, I've seen that guy. You know, that kind of thing. When you learn that there's like a lot of people like that have made careers without ever being quote unquote nationally famous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and you realize, you know, do you want fame or do you want a career? And
Yeah.
I've always wanted a career.
For sure. That's where I'm at with it too. Like just like if I could just like I don't need if I could pay my bills in my current living situation
Yeah.
just on like
Absolutely.
that's all.
Dude, how
That's
fucking
all
sick
I
would that be?
wanted.
Absolutely.
You know.
There's a lot of them. You know, like I said, Juan, Olivia Arrington. I came in when you know these guys were like, I think they raised whole families, bought houses, and then of course the economy is different now, right?
Yeah.
But they did it. They did it on a comics, you know, income, and it's not always the most reliable source of income. You know, sometimes you got to do some other
Gotta move some
shit.
things
You know, I
around.
still substitute teach from time to time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I stick to the CBD. And,
Hell yeah.
You know, and it's
Damn.
you know, yeah. So yeah, definitely.
But if the majority of it is paying the bills, that's fucking awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like you're able to focus on what you really want to do and not so much what you have to do.
Yeah, and that's why I'm blessed to like you know tour with a headliner like Chingo because one he's very gracious. He doesn't hold me back on stage. I get to go up there and do the set that I want to do. Doesn't matter how hard I want to go, how dirty I want to go. Like he's there for it, and I don't have to hold back. I don't have to worry about him. Am I gonna make him work too hard or anything like that? He lets you sell merch. That's not something all headliners across the board
Really, yeah.
do. As an opener, it allows me to come in and probably make more as an opener than a lot of comics make headline, quote unquote headlining.
Yeah.
You know, when you add it all together, and when you add that between, you know, now coupling it with my own little headline stuff, like I said, just headline the festival and whatever, like it makes sense, right? Versus holding a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
If you can put it together and do what you love to do. Like why, you know, if you're struggling with watching everybody blow up, I think, you know, make the goal. Why isn't that the goal for more of us? You know?
Yeah, for sure. I've heard that a lot about like that whole like, oh well, the headliner asked me and not. I've only heard about this stuff. But that actually happens.
What's that?
Like that
Yeah,
headliners have said like, don't talk about this, don't say that, don't.
Oh, definitely it happens.
Really?
Definitely it happens. Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's a dude from Canada. Ian's something.
I mean, there's even some. If you go back to like, even I haven't heard him doing it recently. and there's a comic. I guess you can call him a big name comic if you want. I'm not going to say who his name is, but he wouldn't have a career if it wasn't for Adam Sandler. And
Does he have a daughter in country music?
you know,
Is he making copies?
You just hear about him be a fucking asshole to everybody and telling you how to fucking dress. And
Really?
What to wear. He used to make you wear. You couldn't. I don't think he does it anymore, but it used to be you couldn't open for him if you didn't wear a suit. You know, and there's comics that have firsthand that y'all know.
Yeah.
If y'all really want to get the low down skinny on that, you know, but definitely there's step downs of control for that, but definitely for sure. It even goes back to the Lopez stuff, like you know, I'm not speaking up for the guy in any way, shape, or form, right? But you go back to well, he doesn't want Latino openers. Well, did that start somewhere? Because for a long time. For a very long time, his influence was so great, right? Whether you like the guy now or not, you can't take away the fact that Why You Crying album, whatever, was monumental.
No, he's a fucking murderer.
It's just in the realm of Latino comedy, but
Yeah.
comedy as a whole also it's still up there, right? When you do something like that, your impression's gonna echo for a very long time. So. Did that practice of his of I don't want a Latino guy opening for me, was that born in the fact that he couldn't have a Latino opener without having somebody that was really just a carbon copy, not very far removed from what he was already doing. And you know, and while it's great to have an all Latino lineup or an all female lineup or all anything lineup, when you're all drawing from the same very similar wells of experience, there is that fear of like, hey, are we gonna step on each other?
Yeah.
You know, and that's where as a headliner, your confidence has to be in like, hey, it's okay because my material is so my perspective is still going to be different. My take on it is still going to be different. I have another big guy from Victoria, Texas, Bubba Flores, that will open for me from time to time when I do my Texas.
He's a killer, dude.
Yeah.
He's a killer. And he told me, he goes, man, I was very surprised when you started calling me that you wanted me to open for you, but both of those being big guys. He goes, I do big guy jokes. I was like, man, there's not a big guy on this planet that I'm worried about stepping on my material.
Yeah.
Right, that's why I called myself the original Gordito. It's not that I'm the first or whatever, but I'm gonna. Doesn't matter. Talk about the same thing. Talk about being fat, bro. I'm gonna talk about it in a different way
Yeah.
than you do.
It's the same thing. Like everything, all the topics have been touched already.
Right.
But how are you gonna do it?
Perspective
You
is
know?
different. That's the only thing you can change.
Yeah, man.
Right. Your perspective, how you present it. You know. Yeah. Exactly.
Like I when I open for people at the club, I've been told they might ask you not to do this, not to do that.
Yeah.
But I've never been told, no, don't. Like I've been told, like, oh, do whatever you want, man.
No.
Just do
I mean,
it.
you've been very fortunate, but
Yeah.
But yeah, especially that. I mean, and sometimes it's like an unspoken thing. Like if you work with somebody.
That's what I'm worried about. The unspoken thing, like,
know,
oh, I should have known.
But
this.
definitely, and maybe it's not as common now, right? Because now we're kind of going through this like where the lines are so blurred, right? Like there's comics that started 6 months ago and now are like selling out rooms in their hometown as quote unquote headliners, right? And not to take any away from them, but that when I first started out a long time ago was laughable. Like the cats, like there's comics that have done 5 open mics and have a shirt, and that's encouraged now. And I'm not saying that shouldn't be the case, right? I'm saying it might be an overcorrection to there was this like very like gatekeepy when I came in at the tail of that, right, where it was like, dude, we would laugh at comics that like did a couple open mics, and if you had a business card,
I've done that.
you know,
I did the business card.
Yeah, dude. In fact, I used to talk shit about him, dude. I was like, I have a collection of
cringy.
Overbikers business cards.
It's cringy as shit. Well, I did it like as a podcaster. I made a business card as a podcaster.
Oh yeah, but those were fly.
But
now it's completely acceptable. Now.
Yeah.
Like no one's gonna bat an eye. Like, dude, you did 2 open mics and like I got merch. Okay, cool. Fuck
Yeah.
it. Do you, homie? Right? And it's like I get it. It's just like I said. It's just an overcorrection to to like, was it okay for comics to treat each other like that? Hey man, if you feel like you should be promoting yourself, like do it. Right?
Nobody tell you
I
no.
didn't start a Facebook page for like 2 years and
Yeah.
doing comedy. Now it's like the first thing you do. Like you do one open mic and people are putting up their entire. I remember I had a best friend in comedy. We started basically together. Like I think I started like 3 weeks after him, and I found him because he was putting up his whole open mic sets on YouTube at the time. That's how I found him. And then kind of tagged along with him to different open mics. And I used to tell him, like, dude, we're just starting out. We're not very good. Like, why are you putting up your clips now? But now that's what you have to do because you don't want to get to the point like me, right? To go back the other way, because I know it sounded shit like I'm talking about this new culture that we got, right? Like me, where I was ready to be a headliner 5-6 years ago, you know, and that's not me talking. That's anybody that was around me. But I was never the guy that put in the work. And I'm gonna start in the Facebook page, and I'm gonna please follow me after the show and look at my merchandise. Like I constantly say, I started doing the stuff year 11 and 12 that I probably should have been doing years 5 and 6. So you know, now those people are doing it years 2 and 3. So you know, it's like I said, it's just a slight overcorrection.
Yeah,
it's whatever.
It's just everybody does it differently. Everybody has like their different path, you know, and like you can't hate on, like, believe me, I was a hater, I was a big hater about this stuff, but I also did a lot of the things that I talk shit about now. I had the business cards.
Ultimately, the audience will decide.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like I always quote Felipe Esparza saying this. He always said anybody can headline anywhere once.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Damn.
It's can you go back and will people come back?
Yeah.
You know, it's what makes the difference.
That's one of my biggest fears. I just headlined LOL. Now we're trying to push the November 16th show. I'm like, shit.
7:30.
Oh man, like I'm stressed out about that. That's why I made it coincidence. So I was like, no, we're fucking doing this, man. Because Bobby was like, hey man, you want this night? I was like, yeah, Scott and I will both take that night.
Together, so we failed together.
So it's not just on my back.
There you go.
But no, it was gonna be good. November 16th.
Fuck.
Oh yeah. No, we'll be fine, dude. We'll be fine.
That's a Thursday.
Yes.
Thursday, November 16th. Yeah.
Thursday before Thanksgiving.
DuderManHomieBro comedy show. But yeah, man, this is rad. This will be coming out on Monday. So anything you want to plug?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you just killed y'all do 2 sold out shows on Saturday.
2 shows on Saturday. Hopefully on Sunday. It's great. But October 27th, I will be headlining Roscoe's Comedy Club in Austin, Texas.
Dope.
Oh, yeah.
Come on out for that. You can check my link tree out. It's on the social media, JAVI LUNA Comedy. And November 17th is my homecoming show in Corpus Christi, Texas, at my home club, Mesquite Street,
Nice.
Southside.
Fuck yeah.
In the big room.
Get on.
Okay, 4 years ago, I just barely sold out the small room downtown, and now my only option is this 300 plus seat mammoth.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's
room,
awesome.
And I want to sell it out the hard way, man. There's no better feeling than selling out your home club.
Hell
And
yeah,
I haven't
dude.
had that feeling in 5 years, so I'm going as hard as possible. So if you know anyone in Corpus, man, hey man, just tell them, Google a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And if they like what they see, come see more of it. And that's the great part about the special. I love people coming out, and I love hearing from them. Like, hey man, you didn't do anything that you did on
Fuck
that
yeah.
special.
Nice,
you did
dude.
it, and it sounded, but you did it differently, or whatever.
Give them their money's worth.
And they got their money's worth.
Hell yeah, man. Well, thanks for coming back, man. Third
Thanks for
time,
having
man.
me, man.
All right,
Every
man.
time, hopefully.
Hell
Love you
yeah.
guys.
We'll see ya. Peace.